Hey guys, so I am going to do part 2 of my Q&A from my giveaway, which was back the beginning of the month. So it's long overdue and I'm sorry for that. It is really storming outside, so hopefully I can get through this without losing power. So, I think I did 16 questions, so I had a total of 32, so we're just going to get right into it. I have a couple hauls that I need to film. I'm way behind in filming, and so I'm just going to get started. The first question is, what is the funniest thing you ever heard that you laughed until your belly hurt or your eyes watered? I don't have anything specific, but it's probably something that my husband said. He makes me laugh. We are best friends and we are complete goofballs together. Complete. Ask anybody. Our family thinks we're rather nuts, especially our kids. So we laugh a lot in this house. What do you like to do for fun? I like to shop. If I have any spare time, I shop. And I don't have any one specific store. Yes, I love the Dollar Tree, but I obviously love other stores too. So, I shop. My husband and I ride motorcycles, so we ride. If we have time together, we ride together. Sometimes, depending on if he's riding with a group or having a ride that's a little long, while he rides, I shop. So, and the other thing that I really love to do, and probably this would be number 1 for my list. Excuse Sam, she has very bad allergies, so if you hear her coughing, she's fine. I just gave her medicine for the evening, so I know it sounds like she's dying, but really she's not. She's fine. She's going to be just fine. Probably number 1 for that list of things that I like to do would be spending time with my family, obviously. I love my family. Our son and his girlfriend live in Pennsylvania. We are in North Carolina. My youngest son and his wife and the grandbabies are in North Carolina as well, but they are about an hour and a half away. So the kids are not nearly as close as I would like them to be. Okay. Early bird or night owl? That's night owl, hands down. I've always been a night owl. I am so not a morning person at all. Not at all. And with our schedule now, with Jay working second shift, I get to stay up late, probably a little bit later than what I would like to, and we get to sleep in till about 7 o'clock, which I could handle 8 o'clock, but I can't do that. So, night owl. Favorite TV show? Sitcoms. I have a hard time focusing on maybe something that's I shouldn't say that. I'm ADD, so sitcoms. Probably my favorite sitcom is The Goldbergs. I love Blue Bloods. I like a few of the Hallmark shows, When Calls the Heart. Right now my husband and I are binge watching Justified when we have time together, which is basically just on the weekends. But I'm loving that show. I think we're only on season 3 or some such thing ridiculous. So on the weekends we binge watch that, and yes, sometimes after the 3rd or 4th episode in a row, I'm having a hard time focusing. So usually we take a little break and go do something else or watch something else. Alright, do you have anything you collect? Yes and no. For starters, we have a teeny tiny house. Teeny tiny. I don't have room for collections, really, of anything. But I would say probably, if I'm going to say I collect something, I would say lip balm. Yes, I have more lip balm than I probably will ever use in my lifetime, but it's okay. I probably have around 10 or so just in my purse, and I have a lot more back in my bathroom. So, it's the next question is, do you shop at Big Lots? Yes, I do. I like the idea of shopping at Big Lots, but I have a very hard time finding good deals there. I find some of their stuff is, hey bud, crashing my video. I don't always think they have the best deals. Some of their stuff is not much better than the Dollar Tree, but yet they'll want $4 or $5 for something that I feel, actually I've seen stuff there that I can get at the Dollar Tree. And they want way more for it, so I do. And probably the one thing that I like the best there is when I can find the Lipton Sweet Tea K-Cups for, they have like a big box for cheap, which I have not been able to find this year yet, so I'm kind of freaked out about that because I want it. And I'm not a very patient person. Is it hard to make videos and download them? It's not hard to make the video. It takes time to make videos. It takes time to gather all your stuff, make your video, and then you have all this stuff that you have to put away. And so sometimes it takes longer to get set up and then to put everything away than what it does to actually film whatever you're filming. As far as downloading them, when I started doing this, I had no clue how to download anything. And so my husband showed me how to do what I need to do, and that's all that I know what to do. Like, right now the card that I'm filming on has a bunch of pictures and hogs a bunch of space. And I do not know how, believe it or not, I can download my videos, but I don't know how to get the pictures off of to download them onto the computer to get them off. I could figure it out if he'd show me, but pictures are one thing that I don't want to delete off the card until I know that they are on the computer. So, but no, if you have somebody to show you what you're doing, it's really not that difficult if somebody can show you how to do it. So, is your dachshund fixed? And I think that question was in regards to Buddy, who is here. Yes, he is. I don't remember the name of the lady that asked that. I think they were looking for a dog to breed with their dachshund. All of our dogs are spayed and neutered. 2 of our dogs are rescues. So when you rescue a dog, that is part of the cost that you're paying for them. Anyway, with the dachshund rescue, the rescue that we had worked with and fostered for, that is a given. They will not adopt a dog out that has not been spayed or neutered. Next question, did you grow up with animals? And what were they? Yes, I did. We had cats. We lived in the country, and we had a big 3-story barn that was basically used for storage. My dad was not a farmer, and we did not have animals other than the cats, and we had a dog. So the cats were all outside. I loved when they would go up. They would usually go up on the 2nd floor where we had a little hay mound, and they'd have their kittens up there. I loved my cats. They were my babies. I dressed my cats up. I read books to my cats, and I have the pictures to prove it. Loved my cats, but my mom's not a real big animal lover as far as having them in the house, so they were not allowed to be in the house, but they were my babies. I was the youngest child of 3, and my brother was 6 years older than me, and my sister is 9 years older than me, so I was kind of like behind, and so the cats were my friends and my playmates. And we had a dog. We had a Cocker Spaniel who my dad was a hunting dog, and his name was Jimmy, and I loved little Jimmy. He was a black Cocker Spaniel. So sweet. Okay, dog names. This is Buddy. He is our long-haired dachshund. He is the baby of the dachshunds. He is 13, 11. He is 9, I believe. Then there's Sammy. She is 11. Buddy is a rescue that we actually found on Craigslist when we were working with the Dachshund Rescue of North Carolina. We found him on Craigslist. We went and picked him up. It was an owner surrender, and that was the first owner surrender that we had ever done. That is the hardest thing in the world. It makes me almost want to cry just thinking about it. It was so hard, and I think we both cried the whole way home because they were losing their house. They lost everything, and they were giving him up, and they didn't want to. And he is such a sweet boy. And I'm sorry, I get kind of emotional when it comes to fur babies, but I told my husband I never ever want to do an owner surrender because it was awful. Kudos to the people who do that because it is hard stuff. And so since we were the ones that went to rescue him and get him, and it was so difficult, we kind of really had an attachment to him, and so we decided to keep him and adopted him from the Dachshund Rescue of North Carolina. Sammy, who is 11, is also was a foster of ours from the Dachshund Rescue, and in the car on the way home when we went to pick her up from our handler, she was 10 months old. She is full of personality. Her birthday is April 1st, April Fool's Day, and that suits her to a T. In a nutshell, that is Sammy. But on the way home from picking her up, I don't think we were in the car, 15-20 minutes, and the husband said, "We're keeping her." And that was the first one that there were others that I would have liked to keep, but he didn't think that were right for us. And so this one, she just she's naughty, she's in everything, but she is just the sweetest little thing, and we love her to death. And she's the one, she's got really bad allergies right now. She has her ups and her downs, and right now she's got a lot of coughing going on when she's up and about. She's one that for her just to lay in bed, she has to feel really, really crappy, and you know that she feels awful. As soon as she feels a little bit better and thinks she can be up and about, she is, but then she coughs a lot. So she's laying on the sofa right now, so hopefully she'll keep her coughing down to a minimum. And then there's Peanut. And Peanut is 13. She is very special to me. We got her when we moved down to North Carolina for my husband's job. And we moved down here. We didn't know anybody. I did not know a soul. I did not have a job. We moved down in the summertime, and the boys went off to school, and Jay was at work all day, and I told him that either I need to have a baby, or I want a puppy. And so, of course, we got a puppy because we were not going to have any more babies. So we went to the kennel. We actually went for a pug, but we walked in and they had all the puppy pens, and we walked in and the dachshund pen was first, and I looked in the dachshund pen and I saw Peanut. Peanut was the runt of the litter, and her bigger brothers were picking on her, and so that was all the further I got. I got to the first pen, and I said I want her, and so she was so tiny we had to wait probably about 2 weeks to bring her home, but every day we would go visit her, and they said that they couldn't believe how her self-confidence with us coming to visit her and just loving on her. She started fighting back. Her big brothers weren't letting them take her toys and whatnot, and so she's very near and dear to me. She's 13 years old. She does not see very well. She does not hear very well. She has problems with her hips. She's very stiff. I think she has a little bit of arthritis going on, and so she's just a little princess. Nobody better mess with Peanut because she is our baby, and I'm not sure how long she's going to be with us anymore, but hopefully she has a lot of good years left yet. So, okay. Middle name. I guess that's my middle name. My middle name is Marie. Cynthia Marie Nolt was my given name, and my new grandbaby has my middle name. So she is Isabella Marie, so I couldn't be prouder. Favorite store to shop at other than the Dollar Tree, and that would have to be, I want to say, Target. Even though I really love Burke's, I get all my clothes at Burke's, but I would have to say Target. We do Target way more than Walmart. I don't do Walmart much. I don't care for Walmart really. I hate when I have to go in there. There's a few things that I do get from there, but we're mostly Target people. Where is your dream vacation? Anywhere with my family. I really don't have an agenda for places that I want to go on vacation. A few years ago we had went to Cancun with some friends to a resort, and it was awesome. And we may go back someday, we may not, I really don't know, but I really love to go on vacation with my family. Where were you born and where are you from? I was born in Reading, Pennsylvania. I was raised in Lancaster County in a small town called East Earl, Pennsylvania. My parents still live in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, in New Holland, and that's where my sister and her family live. And my brother is also in Pennsylvania. He is in Elizabethtown. So, and my oldest son and his girlfriend are in Pennsylvania. So we have a lot of family there. They're all in Lancaster County. Yes, Lancaster County is where the Amish are. No, I am not from an Amish family. No Amish background. But it is beautiful country if you ever get the chance to go. I think living there at the time, I did not appreciate its beauty, but we've been down here since '02, and when we go back home, it is beautiful, beautiful country. It is a great place to vacation, and so that's where I am from. Now we live in a small town in North Carolina, outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, and I love it here, and we have no plans of going back. We really do love it here. How old are your kids and your grandbabies? The kids are getting to the point where I really have to think about how old they are. Is that sad? I think I'm getting old, but 10, 20. I want to say my oldest is going to be 27, I think. I think he's going to be 27. And our youngest is 25. I should have read over these questions so I could have done my math. Love them to death. They grew up to be such awesome young men, and we love them. We are so proud of them and what they are doing with their lives and who they have become. They're awesome. And our oldest is not married, but Jason's wife and Andrew's girlfriend, we love them just as much. The boys did good at picking out their girls, let me tell you. And we love those girls like our daughters. I love them so much. The grandbabies, we have two grandbabies, two girls. They're both to our youngest sons, Jason and Alexis. The oldest is Anna. Her full name is Alexandra Elizabeth Brubaker, and she is 19 months old. She'll soon be 20 months old at the beginning of June. And the youngest that was just born is a week and 2 days. So she's just itty bitty, just as cute as can be. Her name is Isabella Marie Brubaker, and she has red hair. Her sister does not, but she does. She has the red eyelashes, the red eyebrows, and the red hair, and is cute as can be. Love her. How many children do you have? We have two boys, 27 and 25. What are some of your budgeting ideas? Well, use cash for as much as you can. Use credit as little as you can, or that you have to. Do not make impulsive buys. Do not make impulsive buys. Do your research. Make sure that's what you want. Compare prices, especially if you're online. Compare prices to different sites. You would be amazed at the different prices on different websites for the exact same item or similar item. I know the Dollar Tree can get me in trouble with impulse buys, but I try to think very carefully with each item that I am purchasing at no matter what store I'm at or online, very carefully to make sure that it is what I want. If I'm shopping online, I will search, and maybe there's something of the same sort that's better, maybe designed a little better, or the exact same thing at a different website for less price. Just do your research, price compare, price compare, price compare, and do not buy impulsively. Alright, was it hard moving that far away from family? Absolutely. Probably the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. I miss my family in Pennsylvania daily. Like I said, we've been here since '02. So that's been 13 years. We've been down here 13 years, and I still miss my Pennsylvania family daily. Daily. I miss my mom so much. I miss my dad. I miss my sister. I miss all of them. Hard, but we love it down here. And I know some people probably don't understand that, but I don't know how else to explain it. We miss them, but we love it down here also. So that is all of my questions. I thank you for all my subscribers and all your comments and all the love that you and kind words that you send my way. You just all mean so much to me, and I thank you for watching. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.